Aw.
So, is this a 4-cell then?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, I
This is a
hope
pretty
so.
hefty 4-cell.
You know, so the balancing is going to be a little
This
different.
is borderline on 5-cell.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you say?
It's going to balance different.
A little nose heavy,
Yes.
but who cares?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Here, let me just trim it up.
Okay.
Okay, so now the idea is we got more power take off and then dial back so we don't fry the motors because the motors are wired for
You're not going to try it on the grass
I am
again,
going
are
to try it
you?
on the cement.
Okay, good.
Over here?
Yeah.
Across the street?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, one more flight?
Yes, please.
All right, one more. Got my Walmart jacket on. Okay, ready? All right, Keith, last one, for real. Oh.
Oh.
Hold on, get by the camera.
Yeah. It seems like the faster you go on the takeoff, the more it wants to push the nose into the ground.
Okay, you know what you want to do then? Is you want to lower those back wheels. So that
to
nose,
bring the front end up a little bit.
So
Because it really seems like it's pushing down harder.
Let's do that.
Well, how are you going to do that?
I gotta let him in.
Cut him.
Boy, look at that.
Little cones.
That angle is really at a disadvantage.
You're right. And I noticed that with the Exceed RC planes is they sit more like this.
Yeah.
So they take off way earlier.
Well, it's
So
trying to be scale,
We either
right?
need to raise this or look at that. Those are almost the same height.
Yeah.
Maybe even bigger.
They are the same height.
Now,
It's like angling down.
For ease, could you just bend them out?
That's
Would that make them go down?
Here, hold that for easeability, will you?
Yeah, easeability.
No, because then they're going to be
Okay.
all wacky.
All right.
You're wacky.
That's
Oh, I
just
see
the
what
plastic.
you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just get me lower on the
Yeah.
back. How much lower is that?
Not a whole lot.
No, that's a lot lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Now get the
Just
other
make
one
sure
in
they're
there.
about the same.
I don't know if everybody can see, but we're taking off, and this is a creek. Just for you guys back east,
Yeah,
that's a creek
I'll
right there.
go take some footage.
And for you West Coast guys, that's a creek right there.
It's a cement.
And for
That's
you,
a cement wash.
for you Midwest guys, that's a wash. That's a wash right there. All right, now let's try that. Let's see if we've got.
See if you can get
Okay.
it up faster.
Because it gets a little scary coming up on that log.
I know.
Yeah, go
You know what?
back further.
Find out.
Oh, that was good.
How was that? Huh?
That worked.
That's like a quarter or a third of the distance.
If you could get retracts on the back that went like this, just straight up and
Yeah.
in, that would be nice.
I'll get right on that.
Okay. Let me take off and put the brake on.
Okay, well let me explain that in a second.
Okay.
So let's land it. We'll do a little talkie talk.
Great idea. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm showing off, I know, I'm showing off, yeah.
Now somebody was explaining this, it might have been you or somebody on the live stream. You know how you're doing a burnout in a car? You put the brake on, and then you throttle way up, and then you let go of the brake, so it's more instant acceleration, so you don't have to wait for the RPMs to climb up. Somebody was telling me that's what they do with these, is that you'll see the Russian guys, especially these, the Russian Air Force with the paint jobs, is they'll fly around with them up, and they'll throttle up, and that air brake is holding them back. So then imagine, as soon as that thing slams down, that plane takes off. So I think that's what they do as well. So you can use it, you can use your air brake not only to slow down, but to speed up, right?
It's taxiing.
You get a feel for the plane. You get a good feel for
It's not the Skyrider, Dave. Don't do that.
If you do it like it was just get out there, he almost didn't get it up. But now you can feel when
Whoa.
it starts to get light. As soon as it's light, you know you're in the air and there's no turning back.
Yeah. Anybody looking to buy a ducted fan plane, what I recommend straight out of the box, no modification, just to get into ducted fans, absolutely get the F-35 from Exceed RC. It's a simple 3-cell, it's small, it's light, it's stable, it needs nothing to modify. That one's great. Now for the guys like us that love to just modify stuff, this is a great platform to modify right off the bat. I would recommend a few things. Number one, I would recommend putting a 4-cell battery in there. Any of you expert guys know, if you're gonna put in that 4-cell, back off, no full throttle. You know, not all the time. You don't want to heat that stuff up. Yeah. It will let you get away with it every once in a while, but you got to be careful. You know, the beginners will just full throttle the whole time and smoke it and not understand why it fried. Number two, lower the landing gear so you can take off. You got to have that front wheel higher than the back. Now the Exceed RC guys know that right away. You'll see all their planes are designed to take off like that. Look out! I tell you, I do love the look of that plane. That really looks nice. That is a successful experiment. And we live to crash another day. But I think we can get one more flight out of this.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Watch out, all these kids. Oh, that's pretty.
There goes the
I knew it. I was going to tell you the last time.
It likes the earth, I can tell you.
Now, next week we're going to be doing an F-22 with thrust vectoring, ducted fan thrust vectoring, and that's the Exceed RC plane, so that's worth checking out. That'll be next Saturday. Now remember, during the week we're having different shows. Now every Saturday we have our experimental show, and that's right here on YouTube. Monday we have a business show, and then Thursday we have a beginner RC show, and then Sunday we have a live show. So take a look at the sidebar. It has our calendar of the different shows we have going on during the week. So next week, F-22. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is there a tree right there? Is that a tree right there? Is that a tree? Did I hit a tree?
Whoops.
Did